Australian of the Year, Sydney Swans champion, or just plain role model, Adam Goodes is a man who wears many hats. Today, he was campaigning for constitutional recognition.
There's nothing in the Constitution right now, not a single word, that mentions that anyone was here in 1788. So we need to acknowledge that simple fact and include the first Australians in our Constitution at long last.
Alongside him was Senior Australian of the Year Fred Chaney at Sydney's iconic Wayside Chapel. Chaney believes it's time for Australia to move forward.
Edmund Barton, our first Prime Minister, said, "I don't think that the doctrine of the equality of man was really ever intended to include racial equality." I could read on more and more, but that's the tenor of it. And that's the tenor of the debates in the constitutional conventions that were held that resulted in the establishment of Australia.
With the discussion now well and truly in the public arena, a referendum is inevitable, but the same cannot be said about the result.
They want us to only proceed if we're going to win. But imagine the impact on Aboriginal and Islander people if we had a referendum and it was beaten. Nothing would send a more negative message. So there's a heavy responsibility on all of us to make sure that this is actually going to work.
Mr Chaney also weighed in on Attorney General George Brandis's now infamous statement that people have a right to be bigots.
On balance, I think that remark sharpened the response of the Australian community when they said they were not supporting those proposals.
Full details of the recommended changes can be found on the recognised website. Ryan Liddle, NITV News.